Hey everyone, so I hope all of you had an amazing spring break. I know I did. All I did was just relax and enjoy myself this spring break, but today unfortunately we had to go back to school. But one of my goals for spring break was to finish reading this book, and I did. I finished it finally. It's taken me forever to read this book. I don't know why, but it has. Um, so it's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and I wanted to do a review on it. Hopefully I can help those of you out who haven't read the book yet, which I'm ashamed because y'all should have already read the book yet. It's so good. But anyways, what I wanted to throw out, which a lot of people don't throw this out there in the review on this book, because I've seen the reviews that people have put up on this book, and nobody yet that I've seen has said this, and maybe it's because y'all don't have the other book at your stores, or I don't know. Anyway, so this book with this cover is the actual book to the storyline that Stieg Larsson had written. On the other hand, there is another book that's black and white, or black and gray, I think, black and gray, and it has a silhouette of the girl character in the book on the front cover, and it says The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo on it. And that book goes along with the movie storyline. So it's basically like, it goes along strictly to the movie to this book, because there's a movie to it. There's a Sweden version, and then there's an American version of this book in the movie. And so I've only seen the American version, which sparked my interest in wanting to read the book, so I read the book, and it's amazing. Anyways, so I just wanted to throw that out there in case y'all do have that other book in your stores, and then you might get the movie version and not want the movie version, because I didn't want the movie version. I wanted the actual storyline to the book. So I just wanted to let you know. Anyways, so I want to read the back of this book, the summary of the book, so that y'all can get a hint of what it's about. So yeah, okay. So, and it's by Stieg Larsson. I don't know if I told y'all that, but Stieg Larsson. That's who wrote it. Anyways, Stieg Larsson's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo combines murder mystery, family saga, love story, and financial intrigue into a complex and atmospheric novel. Harriet Banger, a scion of one of Sweden's wealthiest families, disappeared over 40 years ago. All these years later, her aged uncle continues to seek the truth. He hires Michael Blomqvist, a crusading journalist recently trapped by a liberal conviction, to investigate. He is aided by the pierced and tattooed punk prodigy Lisbeth Salander. Together, they tap into a vein of iniquity and corruption. So this book is just all kinds of craziness. I can't even just explain it. I can't even do it. You have to read the book. It's that crazy that I can't even explain it. But basically, the book goes from one point of view to the other. So it goes from Blomqvist's point of view, and then it goes from Lisbeth Salander's point of view. And it's just like one chapter is her chapter, one chapter is his chapter. Some of them are both in the same chapter. And then towards the middle of the book, they kind of like meet each other. And it's like the whole book you're waiting for them to meet each other, because I don't know, I really wanted them to meet in the book. And I knew they were going to, because I seen the movie first. So I was just like, come on already! Meet already in the book! But anyways, towards the middle of the book, they meet each other and they help each other out through everything. And it turns out to be this amazing book. There's so many insane, crazy things that just go on in this book. It's just insane. Like, some of them you're just like, oh my gosh! Why did that just happen? What's going on? Anyways, but basically, Blomqvist gets in trouble for writing a journal, because he's a journalist. So he gets in trouble for writing some kind of journal without proof of the story in his journal or whatever. He gets in big trouble, and it just goes on from there. And I'm not going to tell you any details after that because so much happens after that to him. So it just goes on from there. Salander, I'm calling them by the last names because that's what they recall as the names in the book. Is they don't really go by their first names; they go by the last name. So Salander, the girl, she is just this gothic figure. That's the only way I can explain it. She's just this punk rock gothic person. Nothing against any of y'all that are like that, but that's just her. That's just what I think of her as, and that's how she is in the movie. But anyway, she is unbelievably, insanely smart. I can't even put it in other words. She's just flippin' smart. And there's a lot of people in this book that don't think of her as that way because she's gotten into a lot of trouble in her past. And then, but she's insanely smart. It's just unreal. And she's a very closed-in, quiet person. She doesn't really talk much. And when she does talk, it's rude. And that's just how she is. But she finally, in the middle of the book, she meets Blancfist. And they kind of help each other out trying to find Harriet, the missing girl in the book. And it's like she kind of opens up to him because she never really opens up to anybody. And she kind of tries to open herself up to him unwillingly, I guess. I don't know. You just really got to read the book. It's so good. So it has a little bit of a love story in there between them. Just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. And they try really hard to trust each other, but on the other hand, they kind of don't. You know, it's weird. It's weird. But, so that went on, and Blancfist, his character, basically, is he's this journalist, and he has all kinds of lovers throughout the book, and lovers as in sexual partners. I mean, that's bluntly putting it. It doesn't really go into crazy details with that, but it does say that he has lovers and yada yada. So he's that type of person. And yeah, I can't really say much more after that because it would totally give away everything, and I don't want to ruin it for the people that haven't read this book yet. Out of 5 being the best, I would mark this as a 4, only because of a couple of reasons. Don't get me wrong, I like this book overall. It's a really good book, and I definitely recommend it. The only thing is I'm guessing because mystery novels aren't really my thing. They're not really what I usually read. And maybe that's why there was a couple of pages where I just wanted to skim through it. The first chapter to me was kind of really hard, and I told most of my friends that, like, if you read this book, the first chapter to me, I just couldn't understand for nothing. Maybe it's just me. Overall, the book was really good. There was just a few pages in the first chapter that I kind of just wanted to skim over. And that was it. But mainly the characters were so awesome. The characters in this book just were amazing. And I think I liked being able to watch the movie first and then read the book because I knew what the characters looked like. I knew how they sounded and just everything about them. So when I read their point of view in this book, like Blancfist and Salander's point of view in this book, I was just amazed because I really could think, oh, I can just hear her voice saying whatever she was saying. You know, it was a really good book. So I do recommend this very much. And if you don't know, this is a series of books. It's not just one book. It doesn't end there, so thank the Lord. The second book, there's 3 books. The second book is called The Girl Who Played with Fire. And the third book is The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. And I heard the second book is pretty gosh darn good. So I'm really excited to be able to go and read that. I heard that the beginning of the book starts off almost immediately. You don't have to like lag yourself into it. So I'm pretty excited about that. Anyway, so I hope I helped y'all out. Those of you who haven't read the book, please go read it. It's such a good book. So anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.